Alright, so you notice when we pour gas down a carb, it'll fire up just briefly. Here is your fuel pump, right here. This is your inlet to your fuel pump. This is the outlet to this cylinder, and then there's an outlet that goes over to the other cylinder. So let's disconnect this outlet from this cylinder and see if we get fuel. As you see, nothing. Now, let's disconnect this line to the other cylinder. Alright, now let's see if we get any fuel coming from the pump over to that line. Nothing. This lawnmower ran just fine when I put it away for the winter. Alright, one more test. We look down here. Here's your main line coming from your fuel filter. You can see over in the right hand corner, I'm holding up. This goes from the gas tank, fuel filter, and then to the fuel pump. So let's see if by chance we're getting fuel out of the main line. This could get messy, so we're not going to run it real long. Okay, so no fuel. No fuel coming from the fuel filter, so we'll just keep tracking it back. Still could be the fuel pump because it's got to provide suction from the fuel line. See, plenty of fuel in the fuel filter. Maybe not plenty, a lot. Alright, disconnect the main line from the fuel filter. Alright, we're getting gas, as you can see, from the fuel line. So that's gravity drained at that point. So there's fuel in the fuel line. See, this is your main fuel line going to the tank, to the filter, then it feeds into the bottom of this fuel pump. Then it shoots down into this cylinder and then pumps out more fuel over to this cylinder that's buried underneath the cover. So that's what I'll do. All right, well, hopefully we got the right one here. Looks like it. I picked this up at my Badboy Kubota dealer, and they said, oh yeah, these go out quite frequently. Well, this one's lasted probably 12 to 15 years, so I don't know how frequently they go out, but we will replace it and see if that solves our problem. Sort of just a semi self-tapping bolt. Let's take this off and plug it from there. Get this clamp positioned down. Same way with this side. And then you should be able to pull this, I still call it a fuel pump, but maybe a fuel regulator is a better tight barbed fitting. So let's just match the two up. They look the same. Let's go ahead and get the hoses plugged back on. We're just going to go for broke and hope that this is it. And if it's not, which I seriously think it is, at least we replaced a 10 to 12-year-old fuel regulator, fuel pump, whatever you want to call it. I'll try to look it up, see what it's actually called. The guy at the parts store said, oh yeah, it's one of those things, when I showed him a picture. And they go bad frequently, he said. Alright. Well, hope this new one solves the problem and does not go bad anytime soon. Don't tighten them down too tight, because it's just plastic housing. You'll crack that sucker. Not that it probably matters. Alright. Now on the sad note is, when I was working on this the other day, I left the ignition switch on. So I have to jump start it. But let's just see if it will crank up at all. Yep. Alright. Let me start the truck up that I got to jump to. Alright, success. So, as you can see there, we changed that fuel pump out. And then the reason it had to take so long to start was I was watching the fuel filter and it was totally dry, as you saw in the earlier video. But now you can see where it finally pumped enough fuel in there to get the lawnmower started. As you can probably see, the fuel bouncing around, floating around in there. So that's why it took so long to start there. All right, with the help of my wonderful assistant, my lighting assistant, Bailey, we were able to swap out this fuel regulator on the Badboy Elite ZT. It's a 7,000 Kohler motor. So very simple fix, as you saw. And how we eliminated the other possibilities, because it takes, to run an engine, it takes air, fuel, and spark. You have to have those three. We eliminated the fuel, or the spark, real quick, because we could pour gasoline down into the throat of the carburetor, and it would start as long as there was gas going into the carburetor. And the air obviously was eliminated with that as well. So we went to the fuel, and it was the fuel. This pump was not sucking up fuel from the fuel tank to distribute it to the engine. So that's what it was, folks. So anyway, thanks for joining me and Bailey here on Peterson Farms in Nashville. And we do these sort of things to help somebody out and save them some money. This little part went for about 25 bucks, and you could probably find it cheaper online, but got it at my Kubota Badboy dealer, and got the problem fixed right away, real quick. So probably would have cost you a couple $100 for them to do it, maybe not, I don't know. But anyway, do things yourself and you can save some money, or learn how to do things yourself and you can save some money. But anyway, thanks for stopping by Peterson Farms of Nashville. We do these sort of things to help others out, as well as show our friends, family, and future generations, so that they can see what we used to be like, what we used to do way back when, in the now or the future. By the way, what do we want our viewers to do, Bailey? When they're watching the video, what do they want them to do? Thumbs up! That's right. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. And if you really like us, consider subscribing to our channel. We would love to have you come and join our family and ride along on the lives of Peterson Farms in Nashville. See you next time.
And Papa is sweating.